Welcome back. You are live with Expresso. If you've been wondering why I've been buzzing like a school kid this morning, it's because I know what's in store for us. The School of Rock are here. But to give you a broader perspective, the School of Rock is where music and learning come together. And now there is a fantastic opportunity to expand this world-renowned school. The South African Master Franchise Agreement will offer opportunities for individuals and investors to open School of Rocks. I don't know if that's how you say it, Schools of Rock, School of Rocks, around the entire country, from Cape Town to Johannesburg, Durban, you name it. And this morning, the owner of the existing School of Rock in Claremont, Leigh Spaun, is here to chat a little bit about bringing this exciting franchise to life across the country, along with vocalist and guitarist Caitlin Waldo, Zachary Price, who's on the guitar, and Matthew Keswell, who's going to be banging his little heart out on the drums just now. Guys, I've been listening to you sound check, obviously, all morning. Just awesome. They're a tough act to follow, Leigh.
They are. I mean, these really are the rock stars. I can't lie. I mean, I think well, actually, all three of them have been with us for the past 5 years, actually. Even going on 6, I think. So they're really, I mean, they're consummate professionals. I mean, you wouldn't actually think that they're actually school-going kids. They are insane
Let's be
musicians.
honest, yeah. You are better than most of the adult musicians we have on this show. And I say that without any glint in my eye. It's the bottom line, it's the truth, because they get to invest in the time that they need. For the uninitiated, for those few that have been sleeping under a rock, what is the School of Rock?
Well, I mean, School of Rock, it's a music school franchise from the States. We are the first ones in Cape Town, so we opened this business 6 years ago. And I think I've been on the show twice now with you, talking about School of Rock and just the amazing opportunities that it gives to aspiring musicians from all ages. I mean, our youngest student is 3 years old, and our oldest is in the 80s. So it really is a music school for everyone. It teaches you so much more than just music. I think, I mean, if you just chat to some of our student musicians and just get a feel for what they've taken out of the whole proposition and the whole process of being at School of Rock, I mean, they've obviously learned their skill and they've become such solid musicians in their own right. They obviously play together as a band. But they've also learned a lot about just self-confidence and teamwork, and so and they've become a nice community at School of Rock. Everyone there has become such amazing friends, and
you find your place in the world,
yeah,
which is such a powerful thing. The opportunity now to expand this family is such an exciting thing for the music industry in South Africa. Talk us through the new franchising agreement. How's this going to work, and how do people, investors, people who have the same passion and love for music as you do, get on board?
Yeah, so, I mean, we're looking at our visions to open 40 schools around the country. Just before lockdown, we did a sort of survey of South Africa and just explored the sort of greater South African area. And we have earmarked 40 locations in all the major city centres, obviously Durban, Johannesburg, Pretoria, Cape Town, PE, anywhere where there's a community or tribe of people who want to be part of music. And we're looking for individuals who share the same passion that we do. And I mean, like, you don't necessarily have to be into music to start this business. You can have a business acumen, have a passion for teaching, a love for children,
for growing young people.
And those are the things that are really important in this business. I don't come from a musical background, but yet I've found something absolutely incredible about this business. What it's taught me as a person is just amazing, and it really is one of the most inspiring brands that I've actually had the pleasure of working on.
Yeah, and I've had the pleasure of encountering through the hundreds that have crossed our doors. Caitlin, I'm going to start with you. You're out in front, you're rocking, you're on the axe, you're singing. What has being a part of the School of Rock meant to you personally?
I feel like as a musician, I've grown like immensely, and in ways that wouldn't have been possible without being part of something like School of Rock. Because I've sort of learned new ways of communicating with people, not even like in music, but also like outside of music. And yeah, and I've learned a lot of skills as well. And you learn a lot on a social aspect in terms of like working with other people. And
you get to rock out.
Yes,
you get to rock out on the daily. Zach, I'm going to call you because we know each other like that. It just looks like you guys have the most amount of fun. Yes, it's about learning, but you have an opportunity here to express yourself. How good does it feel to be able to connect with like-minded people, people who have the same passions, to have this kind of platform?
It's a really fantastic opportunity. I mean, oftentimes you get into a classroom and you have no idea what to expect because, I mean, while we're all like-minded, I, for example, am more orientated to playing rock and blues. And then we have a bassist who's like more orientated towards funk. And you get this weird kind of amalgamation of sounds that make something really cool, and you're forced to play in a different way.
And that's how an album starts, I'm telling you. That's how an album starts, man.
Yeah, it's super fun. I love it.
Matthew, you know, I want to say, where are you going? Where's the career going to be? But you guys have kind of started it already. Does it feel like this is where you're at? And how do your folks and your family feel about you being this immersed in music? Are they okay with you pretty much starting a band and becoming a superstar musician? Because this is pretty much where you're headed.
Yeah, I think my family's been pretty supportive of me. Like, I remember when I first started at School of Rock, I was really just doing it to like as a hobby, like, because I just thought drumming was cool. But like,
cool.
as soon as I joined like the performance program and like started meeting all these amazing musicians, like the ones sitting here, like it became my passion, like properly. Like now, pretty much every day I'm doing something musical, and I've grown a huge love for it because of School of Rock. I think it's really helped me in lots of ways in terms of music.
You're doing something really special, Leigh. Really, really special. And we've got to see the fruits of the labours with those past students who have gone on to do amazing things. For me, what I love being as old as I am is I know that in 5, maybe 10 years, I'm going to interview you guys again, and you just have to remember me from when it all began, okay? When you're world famous and you're rocking out on international stages, we are going to rock out in the studio. The sound check has been insane. You are going to be blown away at how talented and just comfortable, effortless these performances come together on this show. The School of Rock is here, and they're here to perform just for you.